Now we'd like to invite Will West, somebody who I've enjoyed watching squirm, and might not hear the end of that one, but and good friend of the stage. So we want to welcome you, Will, as a 2015 UTC Hall of Fame inductee and have you give your acceptance remarks.
Well, I've struggled mightily with the thought of being inducted into the Hall of Fame, to be numbered among so many great men, and now the first of what I know will be countless great women. In my fairly clinical review of the situation, Will West is no Jim Sorensen or Mike Levitt. Unlike Bernard Daines or Tom Stockham Sr. or Nolan Bushnell, he didn't invent gigabit Ethernet or digital music or video games. He didn't create the image of Utah's Silicon Slopes or found a multi-billion dollar enterprise software company like our primary sponsor, our Palladium sponsor, because, it is Josh. So he didn't do these things. The shadow of these people is certainly long, and it's no less impressive with Senator Hatch and Gretchen McClain. In fact, I think you're thinking, okay, International Space Station, very cool. And of course, Senator Hatch and Will West, you're getting out your LinkedIn app and thinking, okay, who is this guy and what did he do? It's impossible to measure the contributions that have been made by people like Senator Hatch to our state and our country. Certainly this event wouldn't happen without his help. And I compare myself, and I think I feel like a square peg in a round hole next to Senator Hatch and Gretchen and all the many that came before. To say that I feel inadequate is certainly an understatement. But I've thought about this a great deal, and I've concluded that it's okay. It's okay for me to accept this incredible honor because I am in some very small way a reflection of you. You represent the technology industry. I believe the Hall of Fame committee wanted to recognize the rank-and-file entrepreneur, the rank-and-file technology entrepreneur, the little guy out there creating technology businesses, the best economic engine in the state. Any of you could be standing here as a reflection of the blood, sweat, and tears that goes into building the thousands of fantastic technology companies in Utah. Together, we're giving hundreds of thousands of people high-paying jobs and making it possible for families to thrive. I'm honored to represent you as well as the amazing teams that I've worked with at various companies. At Control4, there are fantastic professionals that are using home automation to change the way people live in their homes. And now at my current company at SilverVue, I'm privileged to work with extraordinary human beings as we use software to change the way medical care is delivered in the post-acute care environment. I feel that while I'm simply a reflection of all of you, I'm clearly a reflection of the entrepreneur that I've been lucky to be partnered with for 2 decades, a man responsible for employing thousands of people. Eric Smith goes down in my book as one of the truly great entrepreneurs and technology minds in the state of Utah's storied history. I think that in selecting me, the Hall of Fame committee wanted to recognize not only your business successes, but also your community efforts. I've had the good fortune of having a front row seat as Jeremy Nelson led and Brett Jepson now leads the Utah Fund of Funds, which has stimulated hundreds of millions of dollars in investment in Utah without spending a penny of taxpayer funds. This honor about the community is about community entrepreneurs like Rich Nelson and Judy Young. They should be standing right here, right now. When I first worked with Rich at the UTC, the organization had less than 2 weeks of cash, and the prospect of making payroll with even 1 or 2 employees was daunting. Now the organization is one of the most respected technology trade organizations in the country and has over a year of cash in the bank and is hosting events like this with world technology leaders like Jeff Weiner. sorry. Oh. I've been able to watch as Alexandra Hess has worked at the Leonardo to tirelessly build a fantastic science, technology, and art museum that says to the world that we are indeed Silicon Slopes. And most recently, I've been lucky to watch as Ivy Estabrook leads USTAR into the next generation where government and higher education cooperate to bring ideas and technology into the marketplace to build our economy. And finally, I hope that I am somehow a small representation of the quality of my amazing family, my parents to whom I owe everything, my wife who has effectively raised 6 fabulous kids as a single mother while I devoted too much time to professional pursuits. She's probably, like many of your spouses, the very definition of hero. And my kids, to you I can only say that I want to be like you when I grow up. My now 27-year-old daughter, Jennifer, came to me when she was 13 and told me that I had missed 6 of her last 7 birthdays. I'll never forget that moment. I'm sorry that I haven't been there more for my family. My work has been your sacrifice, and your greatness has been my honor and happiness. I'm so proud of and grateful for the people that you have become in spite of my absence. In summary, as a reflection of all of you in this hall, and in some way on behalf of all of you, I'm grateful to accept this humbling honor to be part of the UTC Hall of Fame.